CIA sniper trails Suze into a foreign country. Hey, it's Suze, and welcome to today's episode of the Black Operational War Crimes Unit. Nice to see you. I mean, really nice to see you today. I didn't know what to think about if I was ever going to see the break of dawn today based on the events that occurred within about a 5-hour time frame last night. You know, one of my military friends on the fly gives me some details that the CIA is keeping tabs on you, and he, gave me that kind of emergently. And then sure enough, CIA jackass trails me into Mexico, drags me into a bar. So he says he can't, we wouldn't be on camera and everything. This guy was drunk, but he was also very threatening. And he followed a pattern of the CIA jackass Mark Moore, a guy within his Joint Terrorism Task Force that the U.S. Department of Justice should have been handling 5 years ago. Go back to that letter at the beginning of the video. Within the purview of the U.S. Department of Justice, in the case, one is the CIA jerk Mark Moore. So, in this extra normal video I made called Four Choices, made that about, back in 2011. One of the things in that video, it was actually a conversation between me and attorney Randy Rossi. And one of the things that he, I had him say at the end of the video, and more for educational purposes, was, in the world of spies and espionage, we are mere mortals. If you think you might be a victim of these crimes or are just suspicious of the surrounding activity, contact your local law enforcement authorities and your political representatives. Breaking the cycle of violence starts with you. All right, so you know what? Nobody ever does that for me, makes reports for me. So I had to, thank God, I found someone that I know with, in an authoritative law enforcement capacity here, and was able to tell him what happened, him and his badass SWAT team. So, explaining that this has happened before in other parts of Mexico, including not too long ago in Tijuana. So, it's just another trail. And then I contacted my political representative, which the nearest one would be U.S. Congressman Beto O'Rourke's office. And I'm trying to explain to his office manager, Megan, Miss Ortegon. Now, if the U.S. Department of Justice was really, really sincere about what they told you and that they're doing something about this case, looking into this case, whatever, I would not be getting emergency warnings from one of my military friends about the CIA keeping tabs on me and getting trailed into Mexico by a CIA sniper. The U.S. Department of Justice was pulling the reins on these guys. I mean, and it's not like that they got to go and to a big fancy court and wait 30, 60, 90 days to do an injunction like a regular victim would do. This is the U.S. Department of Justice. They could do an emergency junction within probably 30 seconds, stop these fools and do something for me, but they're not. There's your evidence. What happened last night with the CIA jackass trailing me into Mexico, me having to make a law enforcement report, me having to contact Congress, is evidence that the Justice Department has no intent of stopping these guys, but rather is allowing them to criminally come after me, not just in the United States, but in foreign countries. Friendly reminder, Mexico and 122 other countries, total of 123, have a formal ratified treaty with the ICC. Today's episode of War Crimes Unit, or the Black Operation, keep your stun gun, machine gun, AK-47, or any other automatic weapon handy. There's real criminals and terrorists out there. Not me, my child, or my family.